Behind me, if you can see, is a half torn down picture of Anthony Joshua AJ advertising Under Armour, and it's kind of ironic because his career is kind of in a crossroads, and it's unclear whether he'll be able to reach previous heights or whether losing twice to Usyk and losing to Ruiz in a shock defeat a few years ago has just left his career like ebbing towards a final conclusion. And so that poster is kind of in a halfway house. Like, do you clean up the poster? Do you tear it down entirely? And what Joshua's struggling with, and I'm sure everyone would agree with this, is like mentality. What's going on in the mind? Like, as a physical specimen, he's incredible. He looks like a Roman god. And he showed, like, earlier in his career that he's a decent boxer. He beat very good fighters. He beat Klitschko, he beat White, he beat Chisora. And he's still what, early to mid 30s. So it's not as if he's like over 40 and past retirement age. But so the fight yesterday, he fought Franklin. He seems to have got attacked in the press and the media for not getting a knockout. He won on points. To me, he still looked a bit shaky. He looked like a better fighter could have got through and knocked him out. But the most important thing for him, and in like a gladiatorial sport like boxing, this is the case especially, is this mind aspect, right? A few years ago, before he had like the embarrassing defeat to Ruiz, like he believed he was going to be heavyweight champion of the world. He believed he was the best fighter in the world. He believed he could beat anyone, including Fury. And like when you hear him now, he just doesn't have that same level of confidence. And it's not surprising, right? Defeats, especially in a sport like boxing, just completely take it out of you. So the question is, like, while he's still relatively young, can he get that mindset back? And that's what we'll see like this year. We'll see whether he can like reclaim that previous mentality or whether his career's over. But it's a funny thing, like David Goggins often says, the most powerful muscle is your brain, your mind. And if you believe that you can do things, you've got so much of a better chance of actually achieving what you're trying to achieve than if you don't. And I think if you watch AJ yesterday in the fight and in the interviews afterwards, he doesn't have that same belief. And unless he can get that belief back, it doesn't matter how muscly he is, what an incredible physique he has, what an amazing career he had until like the Ruiz and Usyk defeats. No matter all that, if you don't believe, you won't achieve.